That's kind of how I missed out on Max B. I'm just being straight up honest. And Jim ended up signing him because Jim seen the vision, but because Jim had an outside vision of Max. I grew up with Max, Charlie Rambo, nigga play all day.
Fans, we just sold out the Brooklyn Paramount less than 24 hours. We had to double back and get y'all another day. January 17th, Brooklyn Paramount, the double back. We calling it the double back dawn.
Where the wave was invented. Downstairs, under me. Child, ask Biggerville. Y'all call him Biggerville Max B. I know him as Charlie Rambo.
Charlie Rambo.
I'm from the building where the wave was invented, and it was invented after I was born. I'm a top 4. And no disrespect to Biggerville, because that's my brother. That's my little brother. I just spoke to Max motherfucking 2 weeks ago. That's my brother. Max tell you though, I've been outside. I'm from the building where the wave was invented.
I gotta keep it straight. The wave is officially back and the whole scene is shaking right now. Max B is finally home, and the energy he's dropping is wild enough to make the city buzz like never before. The second he touched down, the internet flipped inside out like everyone had been holding their breath, waiting for him to step out and claim his spot again. Max Biggerville, Charlie Rambo, is moving like he never took a single day off, and people been craving that smooth Harlem flavor he always brought. Now Max is sliding right back into position, locked in and confident, like he didn't miss one beat. And let's keep it real, he didn't walk back into the game alone. He linked up with 2 Harlem legends who built their own worlds, Mase and Camron. That lineup hits like a heavyweight combo, with each man running his lane and stacking big moves every single day. Pink horsepower energy is blasting everywhere, and Max B is stepping back into the game with strategy.
Nigga throwing piss on the bums, joking all the time. So when he came to me and said he gonna start rapping, I was like, yo, Charlie, stop playing. His exact words was killer. They were like, no, let's get this shit clicking like Dorothy's heels. I said, yo, this nigga play too much, man. So sometimes you gotta see the vision, but it's a lot of people that I seen that not necessarily still live in New York. They live outside of New York, and still people who live in New York who'll be like, Cam, I'm from Harlem. You gotta put me on, da 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 da. And it's like, bro, let me tell you one thing about Harlem. If you good or you hot, they gonna support. Harlem can't wait to branch on to somebody that's good and say, yo, these niggas is hot, or this person hot. Let's move, let's do it. Not only that, the other boroughs will pick up. Cause you know how many niggas from Queens or Brooklyn or the Bronx, everybody come to Harlem, or at least they used to. So niggas be like, yo, you got a Harlem nigga? You know how frustrating it used to be watching 100 niggas from Long Island get on? EPMD, Eric B, Rakim, motherfucking Biz Markie. And then you think about Queens, you think about LL Cool J, Tribe Called Quest, Nas, 50 Cent, Run DMC. The list goes on. Brooklyn, shit, Big Daddy Kane, motherfucking fat, all these people. So in Harlem, we used to say like, yo, Harlem got a jinx, man. Harlem got a jinx. I don't think none of us ever getting on, because nobody had been on since Dougie Fresh, Rob Bass, or Kumo D. It was a drought till Mase came and broke the drought. So
confidence and the perfect crew riding with him. Every move he makes feels sharp and intentional, like he's setting up the whole board one careful piece at a time. And after serving 18 long years, most people would need a heavy reset to find balance again. But Max didn't just find balance, he tapped into full momentum. It really feels like things shifted in his favor, and he's only just warming up. The cosigns are flooding in heavy and loud, ASAP Ferg showing love, French Montana tapping in, even Luca Brasi giving the wave his official stamp. These ain't small names. These are people who always recognize Max's impact, and now they standing right beside him with pride and full support. But there's something even bigger happening. It feels like this wild electric energy hovering over New York City and the whole East Coast ever since Max stepped back outside. The vibe shifted instantly, like the city finally woke up again. And the proof? Max B is selling out shows back to back with no hesitation. They literally got to double book this man because every single date disappears in under 24 hours. That type of momentum hasn't been seen in a long time. If you're not moving like NBA YoungBoy level numbers right now, you're not touching this kind of hype. This wave is real, and it's only getting louder. Pay attention because Max B is moving in a whole new way and it's wild to watch. Salute to the wave because it's still hitting just as strong as before, maybe even stronger.
That's the name of this joint right here, the Double Back Dawn, Part 2. We coming out, we gonna make it a movie. You already know, Max Biggervale signing out. Peace.
Where the wave was invented. Downstairs, under me. Child, ask Biggervale. Y'all call him Biggervale Max B. I know him as Charlie Rambo.
Charlie Rambo.
I'm from the building where the wave was invented, and it was invented after I was born. I'm a top fan. And no disrespect to Biggervale, because that's my brother. That's my little brother. I just spoke to Max motherfucking 2 weeks ago. That's my brother. Max tell you though, I've been outside. I'm from the building where the wave.
He's running through clubs, packing out every room, shutting down venues left and right. And the craziest part, he's doing all this off his classy joints. People been waiting years to hear those records live, especially since he never even got the chance to tour them before he got locked up. Now, the world finally gets to witness it, and the streets been starving for this moment. New York is moving different right now because of him, and the city feels alive like that old Harlem flavor finally cracked the pavement again. It's the energy everyone's been waiting for, and the moment Max came home, he hit the switch instantly. And let's keep it real, he just made one of the smartest moves he could have possibly made. Shout out Camron, shout out Mase. When those two step in, you already know Harlem is officially active again.
We just sold out the Brooklyn Paramount less than 24 hours. Nobody had to double back and get y'all another day. January 17th, Brooklyn Paramount, the Double Back. We calling it the Double Back Dawn. That's the name of this joint right here, the Double Back Dawn, Part 2. We coming out, we gonna make it a movie. You already know, Max Biggervale signing out. Peace.
It doesn't just feel like Harlem is back, it feels like Harlem is winning loud and clear. Cam'ron and Mase got one of the hottest shows in the entire culture right now. Their ears are sharp, their influence is solid, and their whole platform is jumping crazy every week. Then Max B slides in fresh home, linked with the right people, bringing his own wave back with him like he never left. How you supposed to lose with a lineup like that? You can't. That's a straight win combo every time. And shout out to Sugar Doug. You heard? If you know, you know. I remember Cam breaking down the story of how he knew Charlie Rambo way back in the day. These dudes literally grew up in the same building. The connection been there, the history been real, but Cam just didn't see the vision back then. But now, the timing hit perfect and everything finally lined up exactly the way it was meant to. Big Vel signing out. Peace. But I gotta keep it honest because the truth hits different. Cam really knew Max on a personal level, for real. They came from the same environment, the same building, the same block, same everything. But back then, Cam just didn't fully catch the vision in them, and he even admitted that himself with no hesitation. He talked about it on his It Is What It Is show, straight up saying he fumbled the whole situation by not taking Charlie Rambo serious when he first slid through. And honestly, I get exactly what Cam meant. A lot of people pull up on you just because they from your hood, thinking that automatically means they got talent, but it never works like that. Max was one of those rare ones who stood out for real. A diamond coming out the dirt with no fear. He proved himself. He proved his sound. He proved he could shine on his own without needing anybody to carry him.
I'm just being straight up honest. And Jim ended up signing him because Jim seen the vision, but because Jim had an outside vision of Max. I grew up with Max, Charlie Rambo, nigga play all day. Nigga throwing piss on the bums, joking all the time. So when he came to me and said he gonna start rapping, I was like, yo, Charlie, stop playing. His exact words was killing. They were like, no, let's get this shit clicking like Dorothy's heels. I said, yo, this nigga play too much, man. So sometimes you gotta see the vision, but it's a lot of people that I seen that not necessarily still live in New York. They live outside of New York, and still people who live in New York who'll be like, Cam, I'm from Harlem. You gotta put me on, da 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 da. And it's like, bro, let me tell you one thing about Harlem. If you good or you hot, they gonna support. Harlem can't wait to branch on to somebody that's good and say, yo, these niggas is hot, or this person hot. Let's move, let's do it. Not only that, the other boroughs will pick up. Cause you know how many niggas from Queens or Brooklyn or the Bronx, everybody come to Harlem, or at least they used to. So niggas will be like, yo, you got a Harlem nigga? You know how frustrating it used to be? Watching 100 niggas from Long Island get on? EPMD, Eric B, Rakim, motherfucking Bismarcky, And then you think about Queens, you think about LL Cool J, Tribe Called Quest, Nas, 50 Cent, Run DMC. The list goes on. Brooklyn, shit, Big Daddy Kane, motherfucking Fat, all these people. So in Harlem, we used to say like, yo, Harlem got a jinx, man. Harlem got a jinx. I don't think none of us ever getting on, because nobody had been on since Dougie Fresh, Rob Bass, or Kumo D. It was a drought till Mase came. And
I dealt with the same thing myself. People hitting me nonstop, like put me in position just because we come from the same kind of background. But at the end of the day, you got to have the skill and know how to actually express it, or it shows quick. And that's just real life, no shortcuts. And let's keep it fully real about Harlem too. There was a moment when the city felt like it dipped heavy. That's why people started saying, make Harlem great again, because the talent was always there, the flavor was always there, the style was unmatched, but the unity wasn't. Too many artists weren't rocking with each other, too many egos clashing, too much division in one small space. If Harlem stuck together the way Brooklyn or Queens sometimes do, the whole borough could have been running the game nonstop, especially since the wave was literally invented there. Because let's not pretend, some of the greatest artists, some of the coldest styles, some of the strongest cultural influence came straight out of Harlem. It just couldn't keep it together long enough to dominate the way they should have. Cam didn't lie once, and he even took full responsibility for fumbling that early situation. He admitted he didn't recognize Max's real talent back then, and honestly, it makes perfect sense. Charlie Rambo is always the funny one, always cracking jokes, always clowning around, so a lot of people didn't take him serious at first, even someone like Camron who actually knew him personally. But now everything is flipped and different in the best way possible. Max B is out here repping the brand heavy, standing beside Cam and Mase like there's nothing, showing major love to the whole movement. Shout out to Camron again, because these dudes really know how to get things done for Harlem, no questions asked. Max B is pushing the whole horsepower wave hard, pink horsepower, blue horsepower, the entire lineup, and the promo is going wild right now. These guys are real businessmen, building things legit, rolling out merch, rolling out products, setting up solid plays, and putting something real together for the culture. I love seeing this for the East Coast, for Harlem, for the whole New York scene. It's been rough out here at times, the energy been off, and the city needed something real to wake back up. And now we finally getting good music, good merch, strong promotion, everything lining up exactly right. The wave is alive again and is hitting different in every move. And just to be clear, this ain't about hate at all. I can clearly see where this whole thing is headed. Max B is out here heavy pushing their horsepower product everywhere he stepped. If you look close at the footage, you see Mase in the spot, Cam in the spot, the whole Harlem lineup in the building supporting each other loud and proud. Max B is wild in the best way possible. His promo game is wild, his charisma is natural, and his swag is something you can't teach no matter how hard you try. The man just knows how to sell anything he touches, and that's exactly why he moves like a real marketer without even trying. Stopping right there because this man is on a mission. Max already announced he's about to drop new music and he's cooking up multiple projects with real heat on the way. You can tell he's hungry to jump back in the mix, and when you let him talk and let him work, you can feel the wave god energy hit strong. This might be exactly what the coach been missing, no exaggeration. On top of that, he's out here shoulder to shoulder with Cam and Mase, two Harlem legends who shaped the sound and style of an entire era. Seeing Max standing next to them again makes the whole city feel like it's waking up again. And let's keep it tall. Some people are naturally built for the spotlight, and Max is one of those people without a question. He has that aura, that smooth energy, that confidence you feel the second he steps into a room. The way he dresses, the way he talks, the way he moves, everything fits the role perfectly, like it was made for him. Some people got it, and some people don't. And Max B definitely got it.
He's been moving humble, solid, and official since he touched down, and a lot of Harlem is rocking with him heavy because of that. This whole situation feels like the ultimate link-up, no debate. Max came home and started doing amazing, doing better than plenty of dudes who've been outside this whole time, and that's just the real truth. I'm not dropping names, but let's be honest, he's moving way better than most people tied up in that street life. And we all know the history behind everything. The big question everyone keeps asking is whether the old beef will ever get mended so Harlem can truly come together again. But honestly, Max don't even need the other side right now. He's proven it loud and clear. He's moving strong without needing any cosign from that old circle, and you know exactly who I'm talking about. He already got the ultimate cosign standing right next to him, and with the way he's moving right now, the only direction left is straight up. Max B is making the right plays, building the right relationships, and lining up the right opportunities like he's been planning this for years. And this isn't just good for him, this is good for everybody. Good for New York City, good for Harlem, good for the whole East Coast, and even good for the culture worldwide. People need to see unity again, especially in an industry where things get messy fast and alliances flip quick. I don't know if Max is going to sit down for a podcast anytime soon, but if he's hanging around Cam, then we all know exactly what Cam does now. That door stays wide open. He might even pop out in the full suit, so don't be shocked if you catch him on Talk with Flea or see him slide on the It Is What It Is, because once you link with Harlem creatives like Cam and Mase, the sky opens up wide with no ceiling at all. When Harlem connects, the creativity hits a whole different level, and it feels like these guys might be stepping into a new era together. Let me know if I'm tripping, but from what I'm seeing, Max B been making nothing but smart, calculated moves since he came home. Salute to everybody showing him love and putting him in the right rooms. Shout out French, shout out everybody playing their part, but nothing hits like that home connection. The type of bond where someone knows you deep enough to call you Charlie Rambo and not just Mr. Wave. That's real history, real roots, real connection, and you can't fake that. Tell me what you think. Would Joe Moore feel the type of way about all this? Because we all know there's tension between him and Cam, and he might feel like he's getting boxed out right now, for real. I don't know how he'll react, but honestly, everyone just needs to sit at the same table, make money, and bring that real New York energy back where it belongs. If Max stays in the music lane, the sound gotta return. Real melodies, real Harlem flavor, real wave vibes that hit your chest. And if he steps behind the desk to talk, he's blowing the whole internet up with no effort at all. The way things looking right now, it feels like Max B is walking into a whole new chapter and the city can't stop watching. Everywhere he goes, cameras popping out, crowds forming, and people whispering like, yo, is this really happening? And yes, it's happening for real. The Wave God is moving around with a type of confidence you only get from surviving everything life threw at you and still coming out shining. You can see it in every clip that drops. He's smiling more, talking smooth, cracking jokes, and still keeping that Harlem edge that made everybody love him in the first place. And the fans, they locked in heavy. They showing up at clubs, outside venues, and even waiting by studios like they trying to catch a glimpse of history walking by. And don't get it twisted, the industry is watching too. Executives tapping in, DJs spinning his classics again, producers trying to get in the room, and artists suddenly remembering how much the wave influenced their whole sound. It's wild watching everybody scramble like they don't want to miss the next big moment. But here's the real shocker. Max ain't moving sloppy at all. He's keeping things tight, keeping his business clean, and keeping his circle sharp. You can tell he learned a lot while he was gone, and now he's applying it in real time. Every step looks planned, every partnership looks smart, and every appearance feels like it's setting up something bigger. What people don't understand is this. When someone like Max B touches back down, it's more than music. It's a cultural shift. The energy hits different. You feel it in the streets, in the clubs, online, everywhere. Harlem been waiting for something to spark that old feeling again, and Max pulled up like, say less, I got this. And the city ran with it instantly. Look at the videos, the crowds chanting his name, the DJ spinning his joints back to back, the younger artists showing respect, the older artists nodding light. Finally, it's like the whole scene got refreshed overnight. And let's be real, he didn't come back trying to copy nobody. He didn't chase trends, didn't switch his style, didn't force anything. He came back as Max B, the same wave everybody fell in love with. That's why the reaction been crazy. So now the real question is this, what's next? Are we getting a full wave takeover? Are we getting a new era for Harlem? Are we about to witness Max B reinvent the whole sound once again? Because the way things looking, he's just getting started.